thank you for gathering here today. I've called you all here to inform you of the passing of Ergon Wenth. He turned to solid ice. Yes, but to continue our adventure, yes, you were all gathered at the funeral of Ergon Wenth, who died of a mysterious affliction that turned him to solid ice, and tasked with the leader, by the leader of Palebank Village, Elro Aldator, with discovering the cause of this mysterious illness, and trying to help prevent it from inflicting anyone else in the village. Afflicting anyone else in the village with this mysterious condition. We'll edit that later out in post.
We got you. Roll with it.
I won't forgive you.
Just yes and.
So yeah, doing some investigating, you went to the curio shop where Ergon had sold some wares that he recovered on his last adventuring trip. Then discovered that the curio shop, Pelk's Curiosities, was burgled by Tolgi Luton, and pressing Tolgi for more information, you discover that she passed most of the items to her sister Halil Luton, who is a bandit affiliated with the Utalot family out of Shady Creek Run, and they were holed up in Croaker Cave. So you went to Croaker Cave to figure out what is going on here. Had a run-in with some of the namesake toads there and some of the additional bandits of the Utalot gang, but made it to the end of the cave and found Hulil, also afflicted with this strange illness that causes blue veins to course over the unfortunate person's body who has this disease, before eventually turning them to solid ice. And she revealed that this disease is known as the frigid woe, and that she was able to determine that among the items recovered by Ergon in his travels, that there were a couple of these blue flasks, that had this kind of blue essence inside them, and that was what contained the element of frigid woe. And in her attempt to make it back to Shady Creek Run, she was selling anything she could, and actually ended up selling one of these vials of frigid woe, which happened to be the one that was cracked, to a traveling merchant who is coming through Palebank on his way to Uthadern. And you encountered this unknowing traveling merchant and his family in the Jolly Dwarf, and this would be Irvin Leal and Fenton Tethwick and their two tiefling adopted daughters, Honor and Magic, and they were currently in possession of this vial of frigid woe. And you disclosed to them that they were in possession of something dangerous. He immediately relinquished ownership of it to you. He wanted it as far away from his family as he could. And where we were in the Jolly Dwarf with this vial of frigid woe that you had. You wrapped it up in a handkerchief, no one daring to touch it. And Elro made arrangements for Thesbis and Rin to stay there at the Jolly Dwarf. I assume that Cameron and Ramo, you have your own residences here, so you retired for the evening there. So we will all reconvene the following morning back at the Jolly Dwarf, where Elro Aldator has asked you to meet him again and figure out what the next steps are after he has some time to see what he can find out about the Frigid Woe. So, the next morning, say, Rinvias, Thespis, you come down in the morning. Arl is cooking up some breakfast, serving some mugs of dark beer and mimosas. As unusual as citrus fruit is here in this climate, he just received a fresh shipment of some oranges, so he's making a treat. And eventually, Elro and Ramo and Cameron filter in as well. And Elro says, "Oh, it's good to see all of you. I have some good news and bad news. What would you like to hear first? The bad news.
I have a mimosa first. Yeah, mimosa first. Need my coffee.
Yes.
Mimosa. I haven't had one of those since I left the Menagerie Coast.
Yeah, mimosas are very popular in the Menagerie Coast. Yeah, with the tropical fruits. And yeah, they certainly are more of the Irish coffee folks here. But Arl is breaking out the good stuff for you guys. So Elro says, some bad news first. I have seen Irvin and Fenton this morning, and unfortunately both he and Honor and Magic are starting to show the beginning symptoms of Frigid Woe.
Oh no.
Well, shit.
I fear that we may not have but a month or two before they suffer the same fate as Ergon, and I'm sure Tolgi and Julio are running out of time as well. So, on with the good news. First and foremost, I know I had promised you recompense for your services, and you have delivered. I have here the 100 gold pieces that I promised for the discovery of the cause of this illness. And he puts down a small coin purse on the bar in front of you guys, or actually at the table you're sitting at. You're probably sitting at a table that contains 100 gold pieces, as was agreed. Additionally, I have done some research on this disease, the Frigid Woe, and what I can on the history of Aor. And it does seem that this is a weapon that was devised by the Aoran city in the time of the calamity. A weapon that they designed to use against the gods. However, it seems that there would be a cure, and they would typically have kept any cure in the same vicinity as the poison, much as many alchemists do today. So I expect that wherever Ergon found these vials of Frigid Woe, we can expect to find an antidote among the same section of ruins of Aor. So, that being the case, I have booked passage for the four of you to Iselcross on a ship called the Remoras. It's run by the Glassblades. It'll leave as soon as you're ready and take you to the outpost of Serinlia.
That's pretty presumptuous.
What? That we would go on this adventure?
For free?
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's
We're
payment.
putting our lives on the line.
We were paid for the last job. Is there payment for this job?
I mean, you could have at least asked us before booking the ships, you know? Like, that would have been polite.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yes.
He's a go-getter. We love him. I clap my hand on his back. Come on.
Of course,
You're really going to say no?
Of course, it was a bit presumptuous of me to assume that you would all be willing to continue this venture. And of course, I can offer compensation. In fact, I will double what I have already offered you. And are you to find a cure to the frigid woe, I will gladly pay you 200 gold for the delivery of such antidote.
Okay. I would have done it for free. I just like being asked.
Oh, see, there we are.
And he claps you on the shoulder. And he says, Cameron, I know the ways of adventurers. Trust me, I would not ask you to risk your lives for nothing.
Okay, we're good. By the way, this is Elro, right?
This is Elro Aldator, the Elven Ranger who is kind of the leader of the village. He's like it's not exactly an official position like mayor or anything. He's just kind of the leader of the village.
You're gonna have a riot seeing how I spell all these names.
I've been getting a laugh out of it, but you know what? It's phonetics. If you know who it is, it's fine.
How do you guys feel we all split the gold 4 ways?
Oh, it sounds good to me.
That's 1. We can't do it.
You get nothing.
Okay. Well, they just split it 3 ways. So I'm gonna add 25 GP unless you guys want to do something for my nat 1.
Wait, what did we do? Oh, splitting the gold?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, we could split the gold, or, I mean, we are fast friends now. I think I don't mind if anyone, like, wanted to hang on to all of it, and we could just, you know, if we needed something important. I trust you all.
I'm down for whatever you guys want to do.
As I sort of push you guys in close to me. These guys are gonna have so much fun on this next adventure.
Who needs gold when you have love?
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
So
how much gold do we get?
25 gold each. Yep.
Okay.
All right. You were supposed to say something too, Adam, but you just didn't say anything.
That's what I say. I just gave a grunt.
So Elro says, Ramo, I'm glad that you approve. And again,
couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you, old friend, for coming out of retirement once more to help save the village of Palebank. We owe you more than we can repay. Once you reach Cyrinlia, seek out Orvo Mustave. He's gone on several expeditions with Argon Wenth, and he may be able to point you in the direction that Urgon went on his last expedition. And are you to find an antidote? In Cyrinlia, there's an elf that goes by the name of the Buyer. And they have means of quickly transporting items. They will be able to immediately usher the antidote back here to Pale.
Wait.
He also looks over at specifically at Thesbis, and he says, Cameron, Ramo, I don't think I need to remind you of how harsh Iselcross can be. It's even colder than here. And Cameron, obviously, you fishing these waters, you would be adequately outfitted. But he turns to Rinvias and Thesbis says,
I'm currently
I would recommend
orange off my mustache.
yeah. I would recommend you may want to acquire some additional cold weather gear to help keep you warm. Believe it or not, Iselcross is actually colder than Palebank. You can compare the southern regions where you are from to Palebank as Palebank compares to the cold of Islecross. I would hate to see you die of exposure on the travels there. There are outfitters here in town that would suit your purposes. Cameron, Ramo, I'm sure you know where to take them.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Some warm clothing. Go on a little adventure. I'm excited.
Says, swift travels, my friend, and remember it, time is of the essence. I fear for not only the outcasts Tolgi and Julio, but especially these innocent merchants who have not much to do with this overarching plot that these bandits have orchestrated in traveling with these vials and circulating them among the community. I hate to see innocent bystanders fall victim to such a terrible, terrible disease meant to kill the gods. As soon as you are ready, meet the Remoras at the docks.
Wait, I just wanted to confirm. You said there's bandits that want to steal the vials?
No, that Tolgi and Julio, they're all bandits, and they've been like circulating these things around, moving them around the community. Right? Like they stole them and then they resold them. Like they've been moving these vials around, and because of that, multiple people have been infected.
Got it.
No, the bandits already stole the vials, and they've been like circulating them around the community, right? They stole them, passed them around amongst themselves. They all got infected. Then they sold them to these people.
Okay. Any questions?
Let's get matching jackets.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Now you're talking. So, is there
I could
anything
just get
else
a
you need
patch.
to know, or is everyone ready?
I'm ready. So we're heading out to Cerlinia. Where the hell is that?
So you gotta get on the boat first. Are you guys getting jackets?
Yeah.
So
Before we head out, I'm gonna try to find a place to get some.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd like to purchase a nice fine coat.
So Ramo and Cameron, you guys would know where to go. So you take these guys to a warehouse near the docks, and as you approach, you see a sign that says Masters Bait and Tackle and Outdoor Outfitters, and at the bottom you see a slogan that says "You're in good hands." And yeah, so you walk in, and there's all sorts of outdoor gear here, lots of fishing equipment, as this is primarily a fishing village, but there's also some climbing gear, ropes, grappling hooks, lots of cold weather equipment, heavy jackets, hoods, lanterns. Not much in the way of weapons or armor. This is more kind of exploring equipment. So is there anything additional, anything specific that you're looking for? Or are you just looking for kind of cold weather clothing?
Another grappling hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was thinking, how many grappling hooks can we get? How many can we afford?
So
I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. We're not going to get 50 grappling hooks.
So they have, well, they don't have 50 in stock. They would have probably 5 in stock. And let me look up chapter 5 of the player's handbook for equipment. I know exactly where this is. I've read my player's handbook cover to cover. Not really. Actually, oh yes, here it is. I turned right to it. Yeah, so a grappling hook would be 2 gold pieces each. And as I said, they have 5 in stock.
2 gold?
Yep, 2 gold.
Pretty good. I don't think we need a lantern because we can all see in the dark.
All but one of you.
kind of want.
But I
How
think
much
he
is
already
a
has one.
fishing rod and some bait? Maybe I can fish on the way
So
over.
you would have a fishing rod. You would already have a
Okay.
fishing rod. I mean, if it wasn't in your starting equipment, I'll give it to you for your background.
Like an explorer's bag or whatever.
I'll buy some bait then.
Yeah, and so you can get some northern night crawlers. That's 5 copper pieces. And you get a whole bucket of worms.
Now we can fish on the way over.
And if you have,
If you guys get a
copper
Nice.
rod, I'll share.
Catch me a marlin. Or whatever fish they have here.
Yeah, and if you don't have copper pieces,
I mean, you
5
can give me
copper is half a
change.
silver. Yeah, yep.
All right. How many? I only have gold.
You only have gold, so yeah.
Yeah. How many gold and silver?
It's a 10-10-10 type
Wait.
ratio.
Wait. Okay, I
Um,
see it now. Okay, I got this.
Yep.
So, what'd you say the actual bait was? You said like night crawlers or something?
Yeah, northern night crawlers. So he's just in yeah. They're
I'm
big.
sorry, I might have missed it. How do we know if we have the appropriate cold weather gear?
So I'm saying that
I do.
you and Cameron do because you're residents of Pale Bank. You would have you go back to your house and you get your heavy jacket, right? But Thesbis
Hey.
and Rinvias are not native to this town,
Yeah, I'm gonna need a coat.
so I'm gonna
much is the
say
coat?
yeah. So
Is it like a cool fur coat, like a wildling
yes,
type deal?
exactly. Yeah, it's a heavy fur
Whoa.
coat with fur around the hood,
Oh.
and it's kind of like it has that mink fur. It's white fur with black black specks, and so that would be 2 gold pieces for the coat.
Oh man, that's a steal.
Hmm.
All right, I definitely buy one. Rinvias buys one.
All right.
Sorry, switch rooms. Coat, nice fur coat.
Yep.
I would like to buy one too.
2 gold.
2 gold.
Yep.
Oh,
Nice
so
heavy fur-lined coat.
Sully, I've been using arrows, so I want to buy more arrows. Is that something I
Absolutely.
can do here?
Absolutely. You can buy 20 arrows for 1 gold apiece. They don't really have many weapons, but that's something that people will use for
1 arrow is
hunting.
1 gold. Is that what you said?
No, it's 1 gold for 20 arrows.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I will buy, I think, 60 arrows.
Yeah, and they have that. They have tons of arrows. They have 100 arrows here. So, they have them bundled in packs of 20. So, yeah, you can definitely buy 60 arrows.
Yeah.
And although they don't have necessarily weapons like swords or anything, they do have some things like hatchets, which would function like a hand axe. And as I said, arrows, some simple things like that. So if there's anything else you guys are maybe looking for, anything a little more specific, you might be able to seek it out.
I'd like to see if they have a replacement for that, since
That's
that
smart
worked
thinking.
out so
The grappling hook?
nicely last time. Yes.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. They have. As I said, they have several grappling hooks. They're 2 gold each.
All right,
Ooh, I'll take
take
one of
one.
them.
Well,
Just want to grab a.
one.
Nice.
I feel like we all should. 2 gold each, you said?
Yep. 2 gold
That
for a
worked out so
grappling
good.
hook.
All right. Yeah, I'll tag one.
Yeah.
I don't
Absolutely.
think I'm really built for grappling hooks.
How do I,
I'm really not.
Yeah. Anything else you guys are looking for? Are you guys ready to hit the open seas?
Would I know of anywhere that would sell any kind of healing potions in Pale Bank?
So, roll me an investigation check.
Oh, okay. Once I find, okay, here we go. Normal roll.
'Cause they're-
Let's go.
Well,
God.
So,
He done did it.
there isn't really an official shop, but you do know
I buried some in my backyard.
You do know of an alchemist that
Doomsday prepper
uh,
over here.
is also kind of a hermit that most other people may not know of. That lives on the south side of town, and I'll say you guys go over there to her
She's my
hut.
friend Cletus.
She,
Cleta.
what's her name? Kalita.
Yes.
Yep. So yeah. So this is your friend Kalita. She's so we'll say she's like a 60-year-old halfling, graying hair, but she has also like twigs in her hair. Probably hasn't washed in a while, and her Ramo, you knock on the door, you let her know that it's you, and she welcomes you in. A very eccentric woman, large spectacles. Her house has drying herbs all over the place, and she's, oh, Ramo, yes. Hey, how can I help you?
What do you need, John? I don't remember what my accent was last time.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah, it was like
It was like a little like hillbilly.
yeah, kind of like South Texas or something.
Yeah.
Like
I
the-
You gotta speak with your throat.
Like a little bit of molasses coming out. Of my mouth.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I need some of your special juice.
Oh yes, my special juice. This juice will make you feel right as rain. She goes, well, I don't have much, but I do have these right now. And she comes out with two potions of healing. Actually, these are lesser potions of healing. Oh, I think they're in here. I'm going into my like real D&D stuff here.
Yeah, I was just thinking, Sully's in full costume right now, even though.
Oh wait, no, it's on
Oh,
my
I-
screen. It's on my screen.
My health potion bottle.
That I-
Hold on, one second.
I was picturing the exact opposite. Sully just in his boxers and nothing else, just like scrambling. Like
That's
I didn't
way
expect
more
a natural
likely.
20.
He's got a Hawaiian shirt on, but no pants.
I swear when he's naked.
Bottoms. He's
Yeah.
Donald
Skin
Duck.
on leather.
I mean, guys, I live out here in the
90
middle of nowhere. Who
degrees.
am I trying to impress? Just, for both of these, you can let them go for 50 gold.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
50 gold.
are you crazy, lady?
Well, 25 each. Because these components are not particularly easy to find up here.
I'll buy one of them.
Okay.
Big spender.
Yeah, whatever.
I only have 21 gold left, so
Well, I had
I would be
30.
willing to combine.
So all I have is 21 gold left.
well, so
But-
I only have 5
Okay.
gold left after buying one of them. So
But I'll pitch in if we need some, because I got pretty chewed up last time. So
I'll pitch in.
I don't mind if we all want to split it. Here, I'll throw in 10 gold right now.
Yeah, I'll throw in 10 too.
I'll throw in 5.
Oh,
All
Yo.
right.
There's to be so much hair in these potions.
yeah.
Ramos is just that guy from Joe Dirt. Oh,
Yeah.
exactly. Hey, like the homo snake. Yeah.
Picture that, but dark elf and cold.
So, always good to see you, Ramo. I hope these serve you well.
He makes good juice.
So, you make your way down to the docks, and you see waiting there a rather a fair-sized vessel, not particularly large, but a two-masted schooner. And the captain welcomes you aboard. He says, Ah, you must be the adventures that Elro told me about. I am Captain James Finch. Welcome to the Remoras. And he makes a large sweeping bow as he takes off his hat in a large gesture.
Oh, hello, sir. I return the wide, sweeping bow.
Modest bow here.
I ain't budging.
Ring crosses his arms.
Well, if you are all ready to make way, we can set sail at once.
Well, boys, chaps, are we ready? Shall we head out on our next little adventure?
Can we actually stay here another day? No,
Wait,
just
what?
kidding. Let's go.
I'm like, how many more NPCs can I come up with?
To a colder environment.
We're about to put you to the test, Sully.
Where was this coat the whole time?
Actually, we want to go south for the winter.
Jungle safari.
I mean, the kids aren't gonna get frozen for like a month. We have forever. Oh,
So
let's just swim
Down to the Menagerie Coast. There's some great plays you can see. Just have then we'll knock out this whole blue people thing.
I think we just go join the war and just pick a side.
Wait, what? There's a
Just
war?
random, like flip a coin.
What war?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
fuck.
forget who's
Did
fighting.
I miss that?
no, yeah, there is
No,
a
it's
war
a
going
0
on.
thing.
but-
it's common info.
Being this far north, and especially you guys kind of being, particularly you, Cameron and Ramo, kind of.
Is this the Kryn in the Empire?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But-
part of my backstory. I know
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, and there have been long-standing tensions, but recently there has been a resurgence of hostility, particularly since and again, most of you would know this is fairly common knowledge throughout the realm at this point. But yeah, hostilities have reached a boiling point since a few months ago the Kryn captured the Ashgard garrison along the between the Ashkeeper Peaks and the Broken Veil Bluff, kind of way south from here. But yeah, this was a fort that was held by the Empire, and the Kryn captured it, and this has really ignited the war again.
Nice.
All right. So boys, are we ready?
Let's go.
And
Let's do it.
so
Let's get 'em, boys.
I've got them boys.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, and hold on a moment. I will add you guys to this new scene. So, the Remoras gets underway. And Captain James Finch says, he looks you over and he says, right, if you are going to be on my boat, I don't tolerate any lollygaggers or freeloaders. I need each of you to fulfill a role on my ship. And he looks at, he eyes you, Cameron, and he says, you look fairly seaworthy. Have you been on the sea before?
I know my way around a ship a little bit. Not to brag.
Oh
No big
shit!
deal.
Little west wind action. Where's that wind coming from? The west.
And I do know my way around a ship because I used to be a captain of a ship. So
Perfect.
I ain't bluffing.
Then you can oversee all of the rest of these landlubbers.
Cool. I'm first mate.
He says, I have my own first mate, but you
I
can
was
be...
once in a play where I played a man on a ship. I mean, who was thrown overboard. It was a play about pirates. I think I am perfect for this. Tell me what I need to do.
I think Ramo just palms Thespis' face and just kind of pushes him behind him slowly.
I'm ready. Give me something to do.
And hold on, let me get you guys in here.
I'm a theater kid. I must
me
be
in, coach.
needed.
I'm ready to
Uh,
play.
By the way, how long will this trip
Give
take?
me attention.
Yeah,
Alright.
there you go.
And the captain says,
Approximately.
"Great question, third mate. This
Third
trip
mate.
will take approximately 9 days to reach Cerinlia." As you see,
Great.
he pauses for a moment. He pulls out a compass, and you're like, "Why is he looking at a compass to tell time?" But okay. He says, "It'll take us approximately 9 days to reach Cerinlia."
Got a little Jack Sparrow action going on here.
And he says, "We could also use someone up in the crow's nest and someone below
Who's
decks
there?
to help our powder monkey."
I want the crow's nest.
He says, "You've got it." He says, "Go ahead and climb up there. What's your name?"
I am Rinvias. You can call me Rin, though, since you put me in the crow's nest.
"Rin. I like it." He says, "Go ahead and scamper up there. You scamp and keep a lookout. Let me know if you see anything. And I mean
Right.
anything."
Rin scurries on up. Elegantly.
I'm great with animals,
he
so I
kinda-
guess I'm the powder monkey.
He turns to Cameron and goes, "Oh, I'm glad we got rid of that one."
I'm on top and go, what?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
So he says, "You, third mate, you can help with the rigging. Pick one of these other scallywags to help you, and send the other one below deck to help
All
Pomo, our powder monkey."
With me, Thespis, you deal with the powder monkey.
I'm ready for this powder monkey.
Mm.
Lead the way. Where is this monkey?
So Thespis, you make your way below decks, and you go down there, and you see this tiny little goblin running around and chuckling, running back and forth. There's a cannon on each side, and there's also one on the bow. And this goblin's kind of running around chuckling. Yes, yes. Cannonballs, powder, yes.
Oh.
Oh, who are you?
Oh, I am Thespis. I'm here to help you. Are you the powder monkey?
Yes, I'm Pomo, the powder monkey. They call me Pomo because it's short for powder monkey. I make things go
Strange
boom.
Oh, well, that sounds fun. Are these real cannons?
Oh yes, very real. Very real.
Oh.
Very dangerous. No smoking.
Oh.
No smoking down here. Only above deck.
Well, let's.
Yes.
If you want to show me how they work, I'm a willing student.
Yes. It's not that hard, really. You take something, you put it in the cannon, you put gunpowder behind it, then you light the gunpowder on fire, and then it goes boom! He says, we can shoot all sorts of things out of the cannon. Usually it's cannonballs, but if we run out of cannonballs, then we just stuff whatever we find in there. That's when it gets fun.
Powder monkey, I think we are going to be very good friends. And I'll start helping him.
Yeah,
doing
it's-
little whatever he needs.
Yeah, so he's just kind of fussing around, like measuring fuses and finding
I
clutter
don't know
around the
exactly-
ship, like for just waiting for when they run out of cannonballs to fire scatter shot,
Yeah.
like
I
silverware.
don't know like anything he's doing, but I'm just like enraptured and excited just to be helping him.
Absolutely. Revise, go ahead and make me a perception check. In the crow's nest here for the first day.
Rainbow, you gotta see this. We just put a week's worth of food inside this cannon. Come on, we're gonna blow it out. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah,
Start
roll that.
Jesse.
Oh.
All right, okay. Big
That's
7.
fucking terrible.
Must be foggy up there.
Yeah, it's just, tough to see.
There's a lot of fog. Can't really see anything.
What are you doing, Cam?
We're doing the rigging.
What's okay? All right.
Yeah, I think that's like for setting the sails
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Reset the sails. I want to be. I guess like I want to sing the sea shanties.
Oh,
Just in this stupid ass voice.
let's see. Get it started,
No,
Remo, and then
no, I
everybody will pick up.
Or the better solution would be like Ramo just belts out like ridiculously good sea shanties.
It's like that scene
completely
from Step Brothers when he
Yeah.
sings at the
Exactly, like he sings the opera song.
You should roll performance.
Uh,
We should roll performance. All right, I want to roll too. I want to be in on this.
all right, you do it.
No, let's both do it.
Okay,
Yeah, Jake's got to play something.
roll the 2.
So yeah, you guys are doing. What are you guys trying to do performance checks for? I see you got.
We're singing some sea shanties.
You are singing sea shanties. Oh my god, I love it. That's what I
We
thought.
both rolled a 5.
So what?
And I rolled a 7 for my perception.
I see that as well. So what is the sea shanty you guys are singing?
Johnny Walker.
Yeah, that one.
How does it go?
Do Johnny Walker do. Like that.
Hold on, I'll show you.
Captain James. Oh, I'm familiar with Johnny Walker. I was asking how you guys are singing it.
We're singing it very badly.
That's
So,
about it too.
You see, as you guys are working the rigging with a couple of the other crew, Captain James Finch is up at the helm, and you see him like cover his ears with his hands and make a really disgusted face. Stow that nonsense.
You know what the best part is? The name of the sea shanty is Johnny Boker, not Johnny Walker.
Really?
How bad we fucked up.
That's why you guys rolled 5s.
I'm gonna roll Constitution after that. I'm just kidding.
You hold down your
have to
shot
do
of Johnny Walker.
As we sing Johnny Boker.
with a 7 revise.
Hey, that's it. Oh yeah, 7. Yeah.
There's not really snow, but there's mist. It's like low-hanging clouds as you've climbed up into the crow's nest. These low-hanging clouds that have set in, and you really can't make anything out. And so, fortunately, your first day of travel passes uneventfully into your first night. Relatively calm seas. It is starting to get colder, but yes, your first day at sea passes uneventfully.
Yes.
So
Such a good crow's nest guy.
we'll proceed into the second day. Revise, go ahead. Make me another perception check up here on the crow's nest.
Easy. I'm about to
See it,
so
Big
much
Poppy.
good shit.
You got it.
I'm about to see everything. Y'all ready for this?
Ooh.
Oh,
he sees it all.
Let's go.
The man who sees it all.
So, on your second day of travel, the low-hanging clouds, the sort of fog mist that was persistent throughout your first day, though seas were calm, has cleared. The sun does come out. It's a cold, crisp day, and you are now at this point, actually, where you would be. You are now starting to round the northernmost point on the continent of Wildemount. So off to your left, you barely see the shoreline. Actually, no, you guys would probably be fairly closely following the shoreline. But you can barely see some mountains off on the horizon because the Crystal Lands tundra, where Palebank Village is relatively flat, but there is one mountain that sticks out, but it's far off on the horizon, off onto the starboard side of the boat. There is nothing but open sea. And Rinvias, actually, with a 20, you spot another vessel. And with that high of perception, it's far off, and it's going the opposite direction from you. And you're fairly confused because this isn't a well-traveled sea lane. But additionally, this vessel seems to be fairly large. Even though it's pretty far off, you know it's big. This is like when you see a tanker or something offshore when you're sitting on the beach. You're like, I know that thing's big because I can see it from this far away, right? And it's also going the other way, and you're kind of confused as to where it would be heading here. And in fact, with that much perception, you would know, a vessel like that probably couldn't dock at Palebank. And there's no other ports in the direction in which it's sailing unless you go to Jorhas or all the way around the continent to the Menagerie Coast. So take from that what you will.
And you said this was the starboard side?
Yes, this would be off to your right.
Off the starboard side, big vessel going...
Traveling relatively southeastern bearing from where you are now.
Way of us, right?
Yeah, and this is like right before you guys are reaching like the northernmost point of Wildemount. Yeah, and it's going the opposite direction. So you guys are kind of heading like northwest from Palebank. You're going to curve around the tip of the continent and then sail southwest into Cyrenlia. And you see this vessel that's kind of heading more like east-southeast, and you're really confused because there's really no ports there for quite some time unless they're going to round around this peninsula and sail south to Jorhas or completely around the continent to somewhere in the south, the Menagerie Coast, the Ruins Draconia. Why somebody would be heading to the Blight Shore? Again, there's no ports there other than Haxon. Yeah,
super odd.
It's
super
yeah,
odd
very
going-
strange.
Bad
It's a
news.
very
right,
strange.
right.
It's a very strange vessel. It's very large, and it has a very strange bearing.
All right. Everyone!
What?
There's a big vessel heading the opposite way. Can't go anywhere we know of.
That's cool.
And
I don't hear that. We should stay away.
Should we follow it?
No. No. No.
You say shoot.
Captain,
No.
Captain, what do you
Everybody,
think?
get ready.
it's to Captain James Finch. It being such a nice day, he's staring behind the helm, and he has a bottle with him. He pops the cork in his teeth and takes a swig. I say we let them be, mateys. I want no trouble of whatever that is. I've heard tale of strange vessels on these waters. They're either revelry pirates or it has something to do with the dynasty. and I don't want to run afoul of the drow. You savvy?
What do you got against Drow?
Says,
Keep
oh, personally, I have nothing against drow,
sailing.
but the dynasty. I don't want to get mixed up with that. They're a different sort that I'm used to. I prefer the free reign of the open ocean.
Okay.
I try to leave the squabbles of the dynasty and the empire and all that behind me. That's why I took my crew up north here. With the war starting down south, we figured we'd get out of the way. And I heard there's fair amounts of coin to be made, shuffling adventurers back and forth between these ruins, and there's tales of treasures on these islands. Who knows? Maybe we'll find some ourselves. Plenty of shipwrecks along the way as well. And a couple of the crewmen kind of like chuckle that, and finders keepers and all, you know.
I concur. Don't go near that ship.
So, you're saying we're not going to shoot the cannons right now?
Yes. Don't.
Me and the powder monkey just walk away.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah, you guys slink back under decks, and James
Sad piano
Finch
music
is oh, don't you worry. We'll fire those cannons before this voyage is over, one way or another. If I have anything to say about it.
Wow.
And so, yeah, so for the rest of the day, as I said, it's a pretty clear day. Things are rather uneventful. A nice day at sea. Today would be a good day to go fishing, actually, Cameron, you realize.
I'm doing it.
So go ahead and make
Let's see it, West Wind.
make a
Does anybody
nature
else
check.
want to go fishing?
Oh, I want to fish.
I'll go
Can we
fishing
all
with you.
fish?
I mean, I have one rod. I have extra bait though. If you want bait,
He's
Keep
got
a
a
rod.
rod. There's make an investigation check, Ramo.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Oh.
So you don't find a rod on board, but you find a stick and some string, and you kind of cobble together one. So yeah, we'll see how well it holds up depending on what you hook into. So Cameron, that's your nature check, and Ramo, if you're going fishing, go ahead and make a nature check as well.
Okay.
You have an old rod. I have like a normal rod.
Bryn tries to he's upset that he can't fish as well, so he's like, yeah, it's okay, guys. I got a big job to do up here.
So,
I'm looking at it.
Rin, you're up there in the crow's nest. It's a perfect day. They start fishing. Cameron, you hook into you do hook into a fairly decent sized fish. It's maybe a foot long, like striped bass. And you're able to land it with some difficulty as you pull it up. And you're a fairly accomplished fisherman. You're very familiar with it. As you pull it up, it kind of flops off of the hook, but it flops onto the deck. So you do land it. This would make a great supper.
Nice. If I had to rate this fish, I'd say 11 out of 20.
Whoa.
Ramo, you throw your bait in, and you immediately get a bite and yank out another comparable fish to the one Cameron pulls out. And encouraged by this, you bait your hook again and cast it back out. And then you feel a tug, and then a strong pull. I need you to make a strength check.
Oh wait, did it roll?
It did.
Oh, okay, there it
Is it 10? So the rod is not quite yanked out of your hands. You are not pulled overboard.
God.
But you are pulled up against the rail by the force of this. It's close. And
Wait, I want to help them.
Cameron, I was gonna say
we gotta reel it in.
Rinvi, you're watching this, you can exclaim out, "Fish on, fish on!" Cameron, make a strength check as well to grab Ramo. And Ramo, also roll me a Constitution check for your makeshift rod at disadvantage.
Okay.
So Cameron, you grab him by the waist. So Cameron, you grab him by the waist, you pull him back off the rail, so he's no longer in danger of falling in the water. And Ramo, your rod holds together somehow. It holds together. So roll me another strength check.
You can do it.
And Captain James Finch says, you got it, boys! You got her! And as you go to reel in, actually you pull too hard, and at this point, actually, your rod snaps in half. Crack!
Grab the line.
Cameron, make a dex save.
Grab the line.
Where am I? My dex sucks.
You're right there. Make a dex save.
Do it.
Oh no! So you grab a hold of the line, but it's thin line, and it slips right through your hand, and whatever was on the other side of this has returned to the deeps, whence it came. Good job, though, boys. Good job.
You fought well with that. I should have gave you my rod.
But you have two
should've.
sizable fish, that you're able to cook up for dinner tonight. All the crew jumps in and enjoys.
Love to take your rod.
And you meet a couple more of the crew. The first mate is kind of a bobcat-looking tabaxi. And there's another burly human. He's very tattooed all over. He's the second mate. You've seen them working the rigging as well. And then, of course, there's Pomo, the powder monkey, the goblinoid gunner here. And so we'll go ahead. We'll proceed to the next day. So this will be day 3 out on the open ocean.
As the days have worn on, like at first I greased my mustache black. Then I started wearing a big hat. Then I put a big feather in that hat. And then I started wearing like a piratey jacket. Me and Pomo have been downstairs just practicing our pirate speech and just, working at it. Just arr, arr,
Yeah.
arr, arr. So I'm really embracing it as we wear on.
Yeah, doing some real good character. Isn't that called method acting, right? Where you really immerse yourself in the character.
Yes.
Wasn't it? Was it Heath Ledger when he did the Joker? Like, became the Joker.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're working on definitely really getting into your pirate character here. So the next day, again, sailing is pretty clean. Weather is good. Fairly uneventful. So on the following day, as you all resume your normal duties, Renvias, go ahead and make me another perception check. So this will be day 5.
What's the day? 3 and 4 were both uneventful.
Yep, rather uneventful. You guys went fishing. Day 4 is completely uneventful. Clean, open oceans. You know, unless there's anything you guys would like to do.
Nope.
So on day 5, yeah, and you know, day 4 completely open. You can see for miles. You don't see any other vessels. So we'll come into day 5. Rin, go ahead and make me another perception check. Up in the crow's nest. Uh-oh.
I got nothing.
So, again, the clouds start setting in, the fog. There's some light snow. And you don't see this approaching, looming shape. When all of a sudden, off of the front bow, you see a large, towering silhouette. And there is an iceberg dead ahead. And actually, Captain James Finch sees it first. Says, "Blimey, mates! Iceberg! Right ahead! Crow's nest! What are you doing up there?" He shouts, "Gunners, to your stations!" He says, "Blast her out of the water, mates!" To which Pomo, below decks with you, Thespis, says, Yes, finally, we get to shoot something. Yes, come on, let's go." And he runs up to the front of the boat, to the bow cannon. He says, so, Thespis, make a dexterity check to load the cannon.
You there, Matt?
That's
Oh.
just
Yeah, I'm looking
stupid
for
fuck.
What?
Dexterity check. Load the
Where is
cannon.
it?
So
Quick,
go to your character,
quick!
double click your character, and then
I
you'll see
got it.
dexterity.
Yeah,
All
my,
right.
my screen. I'm loading back in just for what it's worth, guys. I had to reload.
All good.
Hmm. If you right click
I'm
your guy,
super-
click on the 2 swords, and then you should have a skills subsection. So you're frazzled, but you do manage to help Pomo. Pomo loads the powder, and you're able to put a cannonball in there. Now roll a d20 attack
no.
roll for the cannon for me.
Slowly, we're losing you.
Yeah, roll a d20 just for an attack roll. So type in the chat like /r space 1d20.
That's fine. There we go. I got it. Much better.
Sure you don't want my 20?
No. I want the 2.
So in your haste, you guys didn't. You're so excited to actually finally get a chance to shoot the cannon. You actually didn't aim, and kaboom! It blasts off. Unfortunately, you don't do any damage to the ship, barely. But this was a wild shot, completely missing the iceberg, and the captain says, "Ah, damn it!" And he says, "Fire again! Reload, make a dex check." And the captain's also going to be he's spinning the wheel to try and avoid as well. So go ahead, make it.
Another, yeah. Am I rolling again?
Yeah, make another dex check to reload the cannon.
Okay.
And then roll another d20 for the attack roll.
You see it? I clicked it.
Yep.
I don't see it though.
Alright, so you reload flawlessly. Go ahead and roll another attack. Just another straight d20. Why'd you roll 2?
I don't know. It did too.
I'll do it
Yeah, I
again.
think the server kind of delayed out.
Yeah, do it again. Oh, what that was.
I'll take
No, we
it.
don't
All right,
want
all right, because I had to roll several times. So again, you fire and miss, and Pomo goes, uh-oh,
Oh, it's a damn wooden leg.
Captain's not gonna be happy. Brace for impact. And you, everybody above board hears Captain James Finch, brace for impact. And as he wildly spins the wheel to try and narrowly avoid this iceberg that you are unable to destroy, the ship thunders in. It scrapes along. Now they have outfitted their ship to withstand some amount of ice, so you're not sinking yet, but the ship does take a fair amount of damage. And Captain James Finch kind of ducked, and he pulls back up and looks behind him. He says, "Everyone all right? Are we still afloat?" Well, I guess that could have gone better. And
Yeah, a lot went wrong there.
And so I'm at a gray
Bias goes,
screen
I
again.
yelled.
Could we all reload? I don't know if that helps anything, but I'm at a gray screen again. I'm not sure why.
Everybody else looks. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're good. I'm not reloading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am
Yeah,
I
I'm
still in the
afraid
game?
to
I see you
We're just on
coming
a
in.
boat.
I see you coming in and out. I just saw you come in, and you just can't.
Okay.
It just dropped you again. So I don't know. Maybe it's your internet. Yeah, I just see you came in again.
Maybe try just
Let it go
waiting.
then.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just wait a
I'll
while.
just
You're not
let it-
missing anything. We're just on
Yeah,
a
just
boat.
let load.
Oh,
Yeah.
it literally just loaded right now. So maybe I just have to get you guys to talk about it and then report.
I guess.
Have to will it.
That's super weird, but yeah, no, I'm back in.
So yeah, Captain James Finch, first mate, go have a talk with those gunners. And the tabaxi
I think
says,
we're gonna be in
"Aye,
trouble."
Captain." The tabaxi comes below decks to give you two a talking to about how poor your aim was. However, for the rest of the day, you'll be okay. And we will go ahead and move on to the next day. Now, I will need Renvias to make your crow's nest check at disadvantage today. As you climb up into the crow's nest, the clouds are low. The snow is picking up. So visibility is limited.
Aha!
Well,
My
that's-
eyes are back.
I said disadvantage though,
Oh, damn
Roll.
it.
because of the
another one.
weather.
Oh no.
Yeah, roll
Roll-
another
just
one.
roll
Just roll another
one more.
check. All right, that's still really good. So you guys have rounded the northernmost point of the Crystal Lands tundra. You're coming on a more southwest bearing towards Serenlia. And actually, with the pretty good perception check there, Renvias, you're actually able to start seeing. So you've had the coast off of your port side, off to your left, the whole voyage, and at this point, you can actually see you can start to make out the faint outlines, even through this weather. You being a drow, you have very keen eyesight, especially in low light conditions. You can start to make out land on the horizon further ahead, kind of dead ahead of you as well. You see some broken landmass. And
And ho!
Oh, thank God you said that, Jesse. I was literally typing a message in Discord. Yell Lanto, I'm gonna flip shit.
I was setting you up for it.
How dare you call me that?
And yeah, so Captain James Finch. Yes, it must be a cult cell, and you might even, on a fair day, be even to see Foreign, the largest island of the Isle Cross.
Wait, you guys. Sorry to interrupt you, Sully. Are you guys still on the boat screen? That's what I'm supposed to be looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Right? Bet.
and James Finch also shouts up, "Crow's Nest, how's the weather up there?"
It's a little cloudy, but I can see.
And additionally, with that perception check, Renvise, you're getting the sense, you actually sense that the weather might turn for the worse.
It looks like it's gonna storm.
Says, yes, I was afraid of that. And he pulls out his compass again and he looks at it. I think we're in for some bad weather, mateys. Batten down all hatches. And so the crew comes to life. Chimera and Ramo, you are enlisted to help start tying down everything you can. And as the day proceeds, in fact, yes, the waves are increasing. The snow gets heavier. The seas turn stormy. And as you progress on this journey, the storm picks up. Captain James Finch starts getting almost maniacal. This is what I love about the open seas. Hey, boys! Ha ha ha!
Yarr! I mean,
We'll
yes.
sail straight through this! And as he's charging ahead full sail, like a madman, some of the rigging breaks loose. And will one of you, either Cameron or Ramo, make a strength check to grab this line and tie it back down?
You got it, Ramo.
Strength like no other.
Show 'em how it's done.
And I'll give you, I was actually going to say, I'll give you advantage because you're both working on the lines.
Okay.
It serves as a help action.
Oh, no,
here.
no.
Well,
Roll more.
Hey,
No!
alright. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Because I was going to give you advantage for the outset. So,
What
yeah.
do you want me to do?
That's like triple advantage.
So what happens, as this line snaps, Cameron actually reacts very quickly and grabs it. And Ramo's right there to grab it, haul it in, wrap it around a cleat, tie it down. But just as you get this one, Renvias up in the crow's nest, you hear a crack! And actually the very top of the mast where you are has snapped off. I need you to, the crow's nest is now falling. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Man, are all this guy's journeys like this?
I mean, haven't you
Ship's
ever
falling apart.
He's either the best pirate or the worst pirate on the
Yeah.
seas. And you're not quite sure.
Yeah, I love him.
I'm feeling like
I'd
super green.
I'd for the captain.
Pomo, is it always like this?
Easy.
So, Revice, in like true pirate fashion, as this breaks, you grab a loose part of the rigging, you grab a rope, kind of swing around and slide down it gracefully onto the deck, landing right beside your compatriots. And the captain says, blimey! I think we may have needed that. Ha ha ha! Well, not anymore! Ha ha ha! We'll make it through this, boys! below decks, that's was you ask Pomo, is it always like this? Pomo says, yeah, pretty much. This is when it gets fun. And Pomo pulls out a jug of something and pops the cork, takes a swig and passes it to you. Do you drink?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, all right.
Make a Constitution save.
I like to imagine, like, yeah, as I'm drinking this, there's just like a bunch of cannonballs that are just rolling.
Oh
around,
yeah. Oh,
and,
absolutely.
Like, come on, and we're just watching them roll around as the boat goes back.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, make a Constitution saving throw, because this is not your average liquor, and this boat is rocking back and forth. So, you take it, and, like, it's not what you're expecting. It's stronger. This is, like, you're not sure what it is you just drank, but it is acrid as hell. And with the boat listing back and forth, you kind of cough it, but you're able to keep it down and save face, and hand the jug back to Pomo. Back on deck, the boat is crashing through waves. You've lost the top part of the mast where the crow's nest was, but all of the sails are still fairly intact. You managed to save some of the rigging, and the crew is running about wild, tying down whatever they can. Captain James Finch is just ecstatic. He is full of adrenaline, forging through. I dare you to try and take me down. The seas haven't bested me yet. I'm Captain James Finch, the best pirate who's ever lived. You guys somehow make it through this storm rather unscathed, with just the loss of the crow's nest. So for the remainder of the journey, for the lookout revised, you'll just have to climb up the mast and the rigging. So go ahead and make a dexterity check.
That is an OSHA violation right there.
Yeah, just to climb to the top of the mast. Yeah, make a dex check. Just to climb to the top of the mast. You're fine. Yeah,
Easy.
so yeah, you're a rather nimble individual. And make me one last perception check here.
Oh.
Awesome. So as you are coming closer to the landmass, so you do pass as you're coming in towards the island of Kaltzel, which is one of the smaller islands of the Isocross Formation. Around the southern tip of that island, actually, Rabash, you spot another vessel, and you see it, and it's starting. It changes course. At first, when you see it, it is kind of heading parallel to you, and you see that it changes course, and it starts heading for you.
Vessel heading our way. Which side was it?
This would be kind of off of the port side, kind of towards your bow, like your front left.
Off the port side, Captain.
And the captain turns. He pulls out a spyglass. And he goes, it looks like the revelry's caught up to us, mates. Says, do we run or do we fight? How do you feel, mateys?
Now, I'm always ready for a fight, but I feel like we lost a lot in that storm.
Says, yes. Says, to be quite honest, I am never one to shy away from running away.
Can we make it?
Full steam ahead. Oh, can we make it? The Remoras is the fastest boat on all the seas.
I'll hold you to it.
We can outrun any vessel, even with the broken crow's mast. Hell, that's only going to improve our drag. You savvy?
That's true.
Full steam ahead to Serenlia. Full sail. Cameron and Ramo, one of you guys make strength check at advantage to haul up the sails. Oh yeah, you guys haul up full sails, start hauling ass, and are able to evade this. And I'll say actually, below decks, Thespis, Pomo, all you heard was pirates off the bow. Go ahead and I'll say you guys fire off a cannon in that general direction, catching everyone above decks a bit unawares. Just like, whoa! And everybody has a good laugh, and you guys poke your heads up above deck. Like, did we get him? Did we get him? The captain says, I think you got him. I don't see them trailing us anymore. Good shot, boys. And yeah, so I'll say for.
Is it? I don't. Yeah, maybe I'm somehow hitting the hotkey for it somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, you keep muting yourself.
How about you just do it?
How about you just don't?
Yeah, stop doing that.
Where did we get him?
So, I'll say after that, you guys are able to sail in over the next 2 days as you get closer to the coast, uneventfully, into the village of Serenlia. So the temperature has steadily dropped since you left Palebank Village, yet it seems to grow colder still as you step off the ramp of the Remoras onto Foren, the largest island of Islecross. Though through windy snow, you can see fur-lined tents and yurts arranged in a large camp. Campfires are whipped by the wind, with dwarves and elves huddled close to the flames. Don't worry, it'll cool down here eventually, a joking voice bellows over the snow. A female dwarf with a shaggy mane of unkempt hair bows to you. Morgo Delwar at your service. Welcome to Islecross. And as you depart the Remoras, Captain James Finch gives a large sweeping bow again. Mates, it was my pleasure, and I'm sure it was your pleasure as well to meet the best pirate on the open seas. May we meet again. Until then, you remember the Remoras.
Bryn gives him one of those, like, arm-to-arm grab.
Like
handshake.
Predator handshake? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He fancies
See ya.
himself a real pirate after that.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna miss you, Pomo.
And
Don't forget me.
Yeah, Pomo. Pomo actually sneaks a small. It sneaks you a small little pack of gunpowder. This is just a small little pouch, but Pomo says, "A parting gift. Have fun. Make something go boom."
I will for you, Pomo. What do you say? One more swig for the road?
Oh, yeah. The jug comes out. Make a Constitution save.
Absolutely. I take a big swig. Pomo.
Okay, so you take a big swig of this, of whatever. Because last time you're like, I can handle this. So Pomo takes a swig, and and you take a big swig, and Pomo says, You might want to go easy. Uh-oh. Because as you drink it, you feel it numb your mouth and throat.
Go easy.
And
I never go.
you go stiff as a board and are actually paralyzed for the next hour. You're not sure what it was you drank, but this is some sort of serious concoction that's distilled with more than just alcohol. And actually, yeah. So the rest of you, as you're, Ace, was that below decks or above decks? Where you
Getting to part of
yeah,
I'm just gonna pick Thespis up like a log and just put him over my shoulder.
yeah,
And
and
just-
he's light enough.
like
You're strong
clunking.
enough. Yeah, you can carry him. Yeah, and so for the next hour, Thespis is technically paralyzed by this.
my Pomo.
This is a good spot to pick up next time here in Serenlia, with the as you are greeted by Morgo Delwar, this friendly dwarf, welcoming you to Islecross. You have made it to Serenlia.
All right.
We will continue our adventure in Islecross next time.
Awesome.
Great job, guys. That was
Win.
fun.